17-year-old Cam Russell from the Razorback stable. He has a perfect record of 5 wins from 5 fights. He's trained by Vance Ratapu. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting tonight from the blue corner, 28-year-old Russell Wimbus, trained by Brett Gregg from the Irizumi stable. Russell's record, 8 fights, 5 wins and 3 losses.
Cam Russell, very fit-looking young man, no doubt about that. Standing in the red corner. That's him on screen right now. That's Cam Russell, 17 years of age. Referee calls them in and it's underway again. Straight into the action this time around.
Well, the young fighter's certainly showing his strength and giving it a go full on with his the youth and fitness. And he has put the blue corner up a little bit. He has put him off his game slightly.
Well, he certainly doesn't want to see if the old man can go the distance, does he?
It doesn't look that way at the moment. But we'll see how much knowledge now comes out the blue corner. Sometimes being a little bit older at this stage in the sport can be an advantage as well.
Yes.
But the young guy's certainly taking it up. He wants this to finish before the end of the 3rd round, I think.
No doubt about them. They're fit athletes, aren't they?
The boys are not that experienced in checking as the first fight. So you'll notice they're wearing a lot more kicks on the upper thigh. They were caught on the shins early. Yep. But these fighters are both sacrificing that to get in. They're sacrificing what we call building the wall. And they're wearing a lot more kicks on the legs, which will tell over 3 rounds.
Wimbus and Russell. Wimbus, the older of the 2 fighters. Russell in these shorts with a red stripe. And action aplenty for the big crowd here at Festival Hall. They're loving every moment of this.
The red corner certainly using all 6 weapons. He's allowed to use 6 weapons, his fists, his knees and his legs. And he's going upstairs with the punches and to the midsection with the knees and down to the legs with the kicks. So he's clocking up the points at the moment.
And Wimbus walking into a heavy one there. Well, threw the right out, but it was fairly ineffectual from Wimbus. Certainly the crowd have loved that at the end of round 1. This another of the 3-round bouts. 2 minutes duration, 1 minute in between each round. Cam Russell also showing that he doesn't have the necessity to sit. Here's the action again in slow motion. See a heavy kick come in. Wimbus not quite sure where he is.
As I was explaining earlier, on normal speed, he's going upstairs with the punches, downstairs with the kicks, and using the knees to the midsection. And they're busy patching up the blue corner. We'll see how it could turn around this round. So let's not discount the blue corner at all.
Certainly Russell trying to take the psychological advantage of not wanting to have the rest. But maybe Russell Wimbus is a little bit wiser and taken it. There's the bell, the start of the 2nd. And they're into it again. Boy, these boys like to get into it straight away.
As I said, the technique's a bit rougher, but it's certainly a much tougher fight. Both boys are really putting everything into this battle.
Looked like good use of the knee. Oh, Wimbus getting a heavy workout from Russell now. Sent back to the corner. Russell ordered to the corner.
Referee's taking a mandatory 8 count. He feels the fighter was not defending himself correctly. So this mandatory 8 count is to give him a chance to regroup, but it's also not very good on the scorecard of the blue corner to take a standing 8 count. So the young fellow of the red corner now is certainly piling the points up in these first 2 rounds.
Oh, willing and ready to get into Wimbus at every opportunity now. I think he realises he probably has the ascendancy at this stage and wants to go on with the job very quickly. And the mouth guard out.
You said I was saying about how it turns around. I think the red corner took a heavy strike then and then twisted his ankle because he'd been hit. I think the hit affected him momentarily, and then there was a slight twist on his ankle. And the blue corner, if he hadn't dropped his mouth guard, could have turned the fight around there, could have taken advantage of that. But he's given the young fellow a bit of a break to put the mouth guard back, and now he's back strong as ever.
Immediately back into the action with a big kick to the back of the thigh. Called out by the referee. Back in again. Wimbus probably with a little more enthusiasm than style than he went into that one, but he's come out all right. Had a good kick to the thigh.
There's that right hand again.
Yep.
But he's dropped his mouth guard again. He's got to hold that mouth guard, and he's getting these good shots in, and he's losing the advantage because he's dropping his mouth guard. In fact, if he does that 3 times, he could be penalised a point by the referee. The referees don't like the mouth guard coming out.
Well, straight back into it, and certainly plenty of action going on, and the big crowd enjoying every moment of this. As we see Cam Russell return to the red corner. He's getting the word from these seconds. Let's take a look at the replay of this. Here's a replay of the action.
As we explained here, the blue corner with his right hand, he connects with the right hand, but his mouth guard comes out. You see it down going down on the camera on the screen. And he loses the advantage. Look at the loss of balance of the young fella here, but the blue corner can't take advantage of that overhand right because he's lost his mouth guard.
What a shame. You can't follow up an advantage like that. Russell Wimbus on screen right now. 28 years of age. And again, straight into it from the bell.
This is the 3rd and final round of this 3-round amateur bout. Each round being 2 minutes duration with a 1-minute rest break. And almost anything goes except elbows and knees to the face.
Oh, kick to the head. A big one.
That was a big right roundhouse kick to the face.
That he could have lived without.
Knees coming again into the midsection.
Wimbus ordered back to, Russell ordered back to the corner again, and again the count goes on Wimbus.
Well, as we've seen round 1, round 2 and round 3, the points are definitely going against the blue corner now. He's had 2 standing 8 counts, and he's definitely being outscored on, but he's certainly hanging in there with a big heart. His heart's pumping.
Yep.
And he's going for it. His only chance is a knockout, but he's on the receiving end again there of a good strike. And another standing 8 count.
Right into it.
Well, the judges will be going down to the 10-8 mark on this, possibly 10-7. The red corner's definitely clocking up the points in this round.
Now, when you say 10-8, 10-7, 10-10's considered an even round.
10-10 is an absolute draw. 10-9 is given to the slightest advantage of either fighter. 10-8 is a good, comfortable win like we're seeing here. And if it's becoming very one-sided, that's it.
All over Red Rover.
It was a 10-7. Now they stop the fight.
And certainly a very popular decision from the referee.
And just as we were discussing the 10-7 concept, so once again, good judging, good refereeing. As we were talking about it, it took place as we were speaking. So the judging in Queensland and the refereeing tonight here is excellent. So I hope that maintains all night so the international fighters go home appreciating that we have good system of judging and refereeing in this country.
Okay, we're going to have another look at some of the action, and here we go.
Coming up here, I think it's a vicious right-hand kick. There it is, the right leg to the face.
Where did that come from, says Wimbus.
This is on the way to the referee stopping the fight. It was these kinds of techniques that gave the referee the decision to stop the bout and make it a TKO.
Well, there we go. Back live. And the young man you see on screen is Cam Russell, the winner of this 3-round amateur bout at Festival Hall in Brisbane. And what a big winner he was over Russell Wimbus.